So instead of posting to my loyal fans this past 2 weeks, I have been trapped in the game jam rabbit hole. I was going from jam to jam trying to find one that I jammed with, I guess, the jokes. But yeah, I made a really cool game and I think you'll like it. This game is called Containment of Laboratory Experiment Anomalies and Neutralization of Subatomic Errors, or CLEANSE for short. That definitely didn't take me like 5 attempts to say in one go. But let's take it back to 9 days ago when I first started this game jam. So I'm browsing my itch.io page, you know, looking for something, just anything to do with my lonely life. And I find this thing. It's called the Godot Wild Jam. A jam that happens every month on the second Friday of the month. So I proceed to join the Discord and ask people if they want to team with me. I get literally no response. I get literal crickets. But that wasn't gonna stop me. You know, I've seen those Thomas Brush videos where he's like, you can make games alone. So I got to work on the theme of the game jam. The theme of this jam was metamorphosis. And I had some ideas crawling around my mind, but you know I had to go with the roguelite, the most beloved game genre there ever was. So basically my game is about a bunch of leeches in a laboratory that you are sent to exterminate by the government. They are supposed to mutate, but they don't really do that. They kind of just don't. Like, I don't know what I was going through my brain. I kind of just made them not mutate, which was the main point of the game with the theme, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So we got the idea out of the way, and now it was time to make the game. And first I started with the dungeon generation, and I'm not going to go into detail no matter how much you want me to on how I did the dungeon generation because it was a painful experience. But let's just pretend the dungeon generation was completed in 2 seconds. And just like that, we're on to the next task, which is making the character. My first design was like utter garbage, but then my second design, that one was looking good. I don't know what to say, like I don't know how I did that. And the animation with the legs and everything, oh man, that was spicy. So we got the dungeon, we got the player. Now we're gonna make the main enemy of this, which is the leech, as I said before. I made a really goofy animation for this dude. Kind of just bangs his head on the ground and moves that way somehow. But yeah, it looks kind of good in game for some reason, so I kept it. And there's another interesting enemy that I came up with, which is the only other interesting enemy. This man is a black figure, stick figure thing that is called the Thin Anomaly. And you know what his attack is? He throws syringes at you, because you know the lore, if you even want to call it that, is that he is a laboratory dude that got mutated himself. So for some reason, which I find quite funny. He just throws. Finally, there's Darius. Darius is a little bit of a funny man. His only purpose is to be the tutorial guy that is kind of vague and doesn't really care about his job. But until the Game Jam winner is announced, all I can really say right now is go play my game on itch.io. Link will hopefully be in the description. If it's not, then remind me.